Hi everyone, Sarah here from MrsLincolnsInkin.com, and today we are going to be making these cute little Valentine nugget holders. I think that these would be a really super cute idea for a kid's Valentine's Day party or something like that. They're really easy to make, especially if you do them like in a product line. Get all of your images stamped and punched, and then they're just really easy to put together. They hold 3 chocolate Hershey nuggets. So let's go ahead and get started making these little holders. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of real red cardstock, and this is cut at 3 by 7.5. And we need to do some scoring, so we're going to get our scoreboard out here. Okay. So what you're going to do with the 7.5 inch side at the top, you're going to score at 1 3/8. And if you're not familiar with our Simply scoreboard by Stampin' Up, the ruler up here is measured out in 8ths. So you just have to count 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3 for 1 3/8. Then we're going to cut at 1 7/8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we need to score at 3 1/4, and then 3 3/4. So again, that's 1 3/8, 1 7/8, 3 1/4, and 3 3/4. And that's all of the scoring that we need. So we'll put our scoreboard away. So to decorate this, I'm just going to be using some tone on tone with the little heart stamp that is from the Work of Art set. It's this one right here. And my real red ink. And I'm just going to randomly stamp this all over the place. Now normally when I do tone on tone, I stamp off and then stamp on the cardstock, but the real red ink and the real red cardstock, it looks really nice together without having to stamp off. So today I'm not doing any stamping off. Now you're going to be able to see the front and the back of your project, so I'm going to randomly stamp on the back as well. Just all over the place. No rhyme or reason. Alright, that looks good to me. So now we're done with that. Now we're going to reinforce our score lines. And remember, when you make any sort of bag or box or anything like that, you want to make sure that your score lines are really good and reinforced, because it's just going to make the project go together that much easier. Okay, so then all you're going to do, see, when you fold it over, that's where your little nuggets fit. How cute is that, and how simple? Oh my goodness, I love it. Alright, so now I'm going to take my red snail and I'm going to put it on the back here. Just like that. You could use the fast fuse for this as well. You could use snail if you wanted, but because the nuggets are going to be going in and out of the pouch, I would suggest using something a little bit stronger, because you don't want your project to, you know, bust apart when the kids are trying to get the candy out. Rip the backs off here. Now you're just going to fold it over and butt this edge here up against that last score line. Line it up. And then I like to take my bone folder and rub it in there to make sure that it's good and stuck. And there's your little nugget holder. How cute is that? So then you would just take your 3 nuggets and place them in there. And they fit perfectly if the wrapper wouldn't get stuck. So cute. Okay, so then to decorate my little nugget holder, I took an image from the Perfect Pennants, and I used the You Make Me Happy right there and stamped it with some Pool Party ink. So I'm just going to take this with a couple of dimensionals and stick this right here. Wonderful. Then I took a piece of the Dazzling Detail glimmer paper, and I cut this out with the Hearts of Flutter dice framelit set. It's the big one right there. So I'm just going to put some snail on this. Just on one side though, because mine's going to kind of hang over. I'm going to put it right there at the bottom. Then I have a piece of the Whisper White shimmer paper. I don't know if the camera is going to pick up the shimmer on it, but it's a really pretty subtle shimmer paper. And I wanted to use this so it wasn't just so stark white. I wanted it to have a little bit of bling to it. And I cut this out just using the regular heart punch. And then I'm just going to put a dimensional on the back of that and then puff this right up on the other heart. And then this would be a cute spot for them to, you know, do their to or from, or, you know, anything that they wanted. So here are the rest of them. And as you can see, it doesn't matter which way it goes. You can mix it up, you know, it doesn't matter. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by. Until next time, happy inking!